Rowdy. What is better than that in swimming? Are you kidding me?
The walk-in is awesome. A lot of nerves going on right here. And it's only about 20 yards, but it feels about 20 miles for those swimmers.
Usually you see a lot of beats going on where folks are rocking out. I don't see it here as the men come walking out for the walk-in here, the 500 freestyle. So the championship final, 8 swimmers. There you see the lane assignments. NC State, as Rowdy Gaines told you from the beginning, they are loaded in each of the championship finals. 3 Wolfpack swimmers, and we'll start in lane 1 with John McIntyre. He's a sophomore from West Windsor, New Jersey, 2016 Olympic trial qualifier for NC State. In lane 2, Zach Yaden, a sophomore from Notre Dame. He hails from San Antonio, and he was an All-American a year ago. In lane 3, a senior from Louisville by way of El Salvador, talking about Marcelo Acosta. He's a 2018 ACC bronze medalist right here in this event, so he knows what it is like to stand on that podium stand. Eric Knowles, a sophomore from NC State. You see him in lane 4 right there from Dayton, Ohio, a 2018 ACC finalist in this event. It's Eric Knowles in lane 4, NC State. In lane 5, Brendan Casey, the senior from Virginia, Santa Monica, California. And we haven't said a whole lot about Virginia, but Virginia can never be counted out, Rowdy.
Well, if NC State has 3, we've got right next to him UVA's got 2 swimmers in the final.
All right, there's Brandon Casey. In lane 6 is Lane Stone, the sophomore from Tech, Springfield, Virginia. He owns the Virginia Tech program record in the 500 free. He also owns the record in the 1,016 50.
And a big move up for him, Dean, from 11th last year to final here.
Lane 7 will be another Wolfpack representative, Gil Kiesler, sophomore from Israel for the Wolfpack. He was also a finalist in this event a year ago.
One of 4 sophomores in this final. This is a very young field.
Okay, Rowdy, and our final swimmer here in the A final of the 500-yard freestyle is Samuel Magnan. He's a senior for the Cavaliers. As you said, 2 Cavaliers in this. He's from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and he also was a finalist in this event a year ago.
And the 2 UVA guys that are in this final are both seniors. So what a way to go out for them to somehow sneak in there and win this for the Cavaliers.
All right, the best prelim time, Eric Knowles in lane 4 for NC State of a 4:13.79. Championship final, 500-yard free underway.
You know, you get the feeling that Yaden should be better. He was 4:12 last year when he was runner-up. Yaden down there in lane number 2. You just feel like he's going to have a breakout here. He's 4:16 coming in, but really only 3 guys proved anything in the prelims. Knowles went 4:13, then he got 2 4:14s on either side of him with Acosta, who was 3rd last year, and then Brendan Casey, the senior, as I mentioned, he was also 4:14.
Knowles with an early lead, but in lane 6, Lane Stone, the sophomore from Virginia Tech.
This is a chance here for the swimmers to kind of get a feel for where they belong and how they want to attack this race, whether it's going to be early and let's get out after it and make them chase me, or do I want to come back against the field? And then we've seen a little bit of both here in the C&D final.
Through 5 laps, let's go down to Melanie Newman for more on some other swimmers.
Thanks. Well, guys, while you debate on the technique going in the water, those 2 seniors swimming for Virginia have some leadership techniques of their own. Now, in lane 5, Brendan Casey, much like Justin Ress for NC State, he leads by example. He's not super vocal, but he comes in and he puts in a hard, impressive amount of work every day, according to Coach Todd DeSorbo. He has a 3.8 GPA coming into this afternoon, and he's a U.S. national finalist in the open water. He was a medalist, and that's what he's aiming for in the 2020 Olympics. Now, on the flip side, Sam Magnan out in lane 8, completely different leadership style. Todd actually laughed. He said, you know, he's got energy. He's always going to be the guy, if it's not his event, who's leaning over the fence, banging on it, yelling. Sometimes we got to pull him back in a little bit, but it's amazing to watch him be so loud and be a cheerleader. And then the minute he gets up on the blocks, he buckles in and he just swims his heart out. So two different ways going here for some senior Cavaliers, but seems to be working for them tonight, guys.
Halfway through, 10 laps through. We got a tight one, folks. We've got three pretty much neck and neck, Rowdy. And then also in that fifth lane, Brendan Casey is involved here. We got a tight one halfway through.
Really, four guys still have a chance at it. Even five, perhaps, in lane number 3 with Brendan Casey, who went 4:14. They look very good the first 200, but now you can just see the acceleration starting to take effect a little bit more. Now they know they have to put it into a little bit of a different gear midway through and have some separation. Who's going to separate at this point? It kind of looks like Casey and Knowles is going to do just that.
Eric Knowles in lane 4 for NC State. Next to him in lane 5, Brendan Casey, the senior from Virginia. Lane 6, also still very much in the picture. Lane Stone. Those are your top three here.
25-3 on Knowles. Nobody else was close to that. 25-8 was the next split. So he's inching out ahead, but he hasn't escaped anybody. You still can talk about Casey and Stone having a chance, and that's all you want to be able to have. But they've got to put it into a completely different gear now with 3 lengths left.
You're right. Eric Knowles has not been able to totally escape Casey right next to him. Knowles in lane 4, Casey in lane 5. The championship final of the 500-yard free. Knowles still with the lead, but Casey not going away, Rowdy.
Well, Casey's playing it smart because what Casey done is moved up right up against that lane line to try to get a little bit of a draft, and now you can see the kick difference. Look at the kick difference between those two swimmers right now. Casey's got a little bit better of a kick, and he had a great turn there.
Phenomenal turn by Casey, well called by Rowdy. Knowles hanging on just by a stroke right now. It's going to be Knowles and Casey, and then in lane 6, it's going to be Stone. That's your top 3.
What a race. What a race down the stretch. Wow. And you can see Casey's right there in the black cap in the middle of those 3 swimmers. All 3 of them were just spectacular at the end. I thought Casey on that next to last link had a chance. He flipped basically dead even with Knowles, but just couldn't quite do it. And both of them had you can guarantee pretty much that all 3 of those top 3 swimmers, even Acosta at 4:14, will be moving on to the NCAA championship. Only one made the 8 standard. That was Eric Knowles.
Yeah, all of them improving, though, on their prelim time as NC State with another title. That's what they do, folks. They take home gold medals. A good start for the Wolfpack. You know it's going to get loud here in Greensboro.
I can't.